Hey, what's up, Superhumans? Brandon Talbot here. This is a very different video. Just let me start off by saying that I've never discussed this with anybody. This is definitely the first time I've ever talked about it publicly on a video. I kind of want to start off with my own personal story, if you don't mind. Growing up in my high school, I was not special. I was not unique, and I didn't fit in. I got bullied a lot, got hazed. I wasn't very athletic. I tried playing sports. I was a baseball player, played soccer, swam. I didn't have a good group of friends. It was hard for me to make friends. I really hated high school. Fast forward, I find volleyball. I started to get really good at volleyball. And people started to know me as the hyper athletic volleyball player. That was kind of like who I was. That was my identity. But then I hurt my back, blew out my back. Setting freaking Guinness World Record, and 2 weeks later I could barely walk. So when that all came crashing down, I talked about this identity. I lost mine. I was very confused as to what purpose I had after that. That was what I held on to. That's what made me special. I became extremely depressed. It was really hard for me to function. I thought about suicide a lot. I just felt like my place in the world had kind of crushed. But later on, I can't remember if I was listening to Tony Robbins or Leslie Brown. I can't remember, but one of them was talking about separating your identity from what you do. Being able to separate myself and the characteristics that make me special as opposed to what I did. And what I did was volleyball. What I did was jump on boxes, that sort of thing. Me being a hyper athletic volleyball player, that's a job. And like all jobs, you're going to have different ones throughout your life. Once I got to that point, I was able to deal with not being able to play volleyball at a high level much easier. I was like, listen, I'm still special even though I'm not that guy anymore. I can be a different kind of special. I can be a different person. I'm still going to be me, which is really important. I'm unique. I need to be me. I don't want to be anybody else but me. But I can also be successful in other areas. I don't have to be ball is life and then get super depressed because it's no longer around. At this point, I'm going to take a whiteboard and I'm going to list down my characteristics, and I'm going to put that versus what I do. This way you can become really clear on who you are as a person as opposed to what you do. These are two very separate things. All right? Go. All right, I'm back. I'm going to show you my board, and then I'm going to give you some more time to kind of fill it out. On this side, I've got identity, and identity is who I am as a person. So put hardworking, kind, helpful, intelligent, funny, and loyal. This is what's going to help me be successful regardless of what I do, whether I play volleyball, do volleyvert, own my own business, or get a job at Jiffy Lube, whatever. These things I'm always going to have. They never go away. All right, so quickly go write down your identity set. All righty, we're back. What I do, I own my own business. I do jujitsu. I play volleyball every once in a while. It's not a lot. Athletic, I've gotten some of that back. I train hard. Any of these can go away. When you confuse what you do with who you are, when what you do goes away, you start to think that you go away. What you are goes away, and that's not true. A lot of athletes, when their career comes to an end, they lose themselves. Many athletes become super depressed, super anxious. They have a really rough go of it. For me, it was a couple of years. It took me a really long time to get out of that funk. It's so important that you understand what you are so much different than what you do. And that people will love you because of who you are, not what you do. Some people will, and they'll probably leave when that goes away, and that's okay because you don't need to hang out with those kind of people anyway. You don't want those people in your life. Now, today's video is a little more serious. It's something very personal to me though. If you are somebody suffering from depression, know that you're not the only one. You can always there are so many people dealing with this. I know you can kind of feel alone in that situation. I definitely felt alone for a while, but there are good people out there that can help you. Hit me up you can always email me. I'm more than happy to talk to you about it. If you have any questions, if you do want to talk, hit me up. I'll catch you later. Peace.